I'm Steph from GG Events, and I'm going to show you today how to set up a Halloween table at home using just your dining room table or any type of table that you have around that you'd like to decorate. So obviously I do have a warehouse and I do have quite a lot of stuff around as well, but what I've tried to do is buy stuff that's easily available for you. You can easily substitute a lot of the stuff I do have as well, and I'll explain that along the way, and maybe a couple of tips on how to change up a few things that I have that you might have in the kitchen to sort of look and feel the same as what I'm doing today. So I've got napkins in black. I'm going to be doing orange napkins as well, and with the orange napkins I'm going to show you how to make a little patch out of those, which is a fun little thing for your table, as well as I have spray painted fake flowers which you can buy from anywhere. I've spray painted those black just to have like that dark furious feel about it. I've also got like chargers in black. You can buy them at the moment from Kmart. I don't know if they particularly come with black at Kmart, but you can spray paint them as well. But I know they do have them at the moment because it's coming up to Christmas in those gold and red type tones. You could even do red as well, which would be quite nice if you didn't want to do the oranges on the table as well. I have bought some paper mache skulls and pumpkins, and they just came in a natural brown color. You could spray paint them whatever color you'd like. I've just spray painted them black. Really easy. Just buy some spray paint from Bunnings, or a lot of like $2 stores do have them as well. Again, some things like these, just like some bats and spiders, you can buy these. I bought them from Kmart. Again, just trying to make it easy for you to buy things and easily accessible for you. Spider webs we'll be using it again today, which you can buy from anywhere. I've got some black cups. Again, I just bought these from Kmart. They're just plastic black cups. They've got skulls on them just to go with the skull that I'm using. Now with the table, generally what I like to do is have a bit of height about it as well. It just makes it look quite interesting. I do really fill my table up as well. You don't necessarily have to make it as full as myself. What else I've got are these little vases, which I'm going to put some things into. And a good substitute for this at home is you could get, a lot of people have coverings for like your cheese bowls and things like that. I know I have like a glass dome at home that is something similar to this. These are purely used for decorational purposes for myself. However, you can substitute it for something else. I've got these trees as well, which would look quite cool. You can buy even, you know, things like this. These aren't from Kmart, these are for decorating, but you can buy things similar from Kmart. You can leave them out. You could even do things like a candelabra or just something tall that you have at home that you think might work well on the table. Then you can decorate it and put maybe some flowers on it, or you could put like your spider web sort of coming like high and low off that as well. So it's always nice just to have the height just to give it a bit of interest as well. So I'm going to start setting. Like I said, you can choose to use whatever you want. So I am going to start with my table runners. So I'm going to double up on my table runners just because, again, I've got so much stuff. But I'm going to put the gold underneath so it's not really crazy gold. However, you could just, and then I'm going to put the black on the top. So you only see a tiny trim of the gold just to give it a bit of interest. However, I'm sure most of you don't have gold sequin table runners at home, or even black for that matter, but the black would be quite easy to get a piece of material from Spotlight or something like that. With the gold, what you could do is just buy some gold ribbon and sticky tape it basically underneath, or just put like a thin layer on each side, and then you'll get that gold trim, which is basically exactly the same as what I'm doing today. So you just want to lay it out on your table. So what I'm doing, I'm putting it at the back of my table because I'm just showing you from the back. So generally with your dining room table, you do it in the middle. I'm going to put my plate chargers on the front for you today, but you normally put the plate chargers on each side and your runner in the middle, or if you just use one side, you could do however you like, basically. So I put my gold runner down, going to put the black over the top, which I can just see probably like a centimetre or so on each side. Now I'm going to start with decorating my table here. So I'm just going to start placing bits and pieces around. So I've got my skull, I was going to put in the middle here. And then to the sides, I was thinking putting these and play around until it sort of feels right as well. You can sort of lay your pumpkins up. You can choose to put them at the back, at the front, however it kind of works for you. I think I might do it something like that. Now, what I do have in mind is putting these in my little clear vases here, and then with some flowers as well. So I'm just going to literally whip a couple in there. It's really, really simple. I'm not making anything too hard for anyone. Now these, you kind of just want to play around. They may or may not fit in. This lizard does. I've already had a little go of that today. And you can kind of just play with your flowers. You don't have to put the flowers in. And put some on the other side as well. So I'll do the lizards just because they fit in really easy there. And then I'll just put these in there just to add a bit of interest. What you could also do is put some spider webs in there as well. I'm going to put the spider webs over the top today, but you could put them in there. You can really jazz it up as much as you'd like. So I've got the pumpkins there. I do have a spare pumpkin. I don't know if I'll use that because generally like a cluster of 3 of things for decorating purposes does look the best with clusters, but however you kind of want to work it. For now, we'll just sort of put them as is. Now, candles as well always look really good, especially at night time. What's probably best, you can buy LED pillar candles as well. They're real wax, and then they turn on battery operated, so you can just walk away and leave them as is as well. They're quite good. I buy them for a lot of weddings. They don't want glass vases. Otherwise, I do have some glass vases as well that you just put candles in. You could do that and just leave them on the table. Whatever you have available, whatever suits you. These would obviously be a lot easier to get. I think, again, you can get them from Kmart, Big W, $2 shops. You can get them from a lot of places. So we might use these today just because they are something that's easily available to everyone. We might just put those up at the end. I might just put them to the side at the moment. Now, I do have these trees. I am going to use them just because I want to sort of hang spider webs off it, and I think it will look good. If you don't like it, and if the table's too full, too high, anything like that, you just take it down. Like, it does look nice for decorations, but especially when you've got people over and entertaining, you might possibly want to take the trees down because you mightn't be able to see the person on the opposite side of the table as well. So something to consider there. Okay, so I'm going to put this stuff to the side. Might put candle on each side there, I think, and maybe just one behind, which you'll just see flickering from the skull there. So with the front of the table, what we're going to do here is I've got napkins. Now, I've gone a bit over the top and doing 2 layers of napkins. Again, you don't have to do that. So with my napkins, I'm just going to literally fold it so it's kind of like this and place it on the bottom of the table. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to do 3 place settings today. And then over the top, just to weight it down, I'm going to put my plate charger, which I've done. And then I do have my plates. So whatever plates you have available at home, you can put them on top, or you could just leave them as is, whichever you prefer. So I might do 1 with and then the 2 on the side without, just so you can see what it looks like. Now, I will show you how to do this, but what I have made is a back napkin. With the satin, it does go a little bit floppy, but once it's on the table, you won't even notice. And then I just put it in the middle of my plate just to give it a bit of that Halloween vibe. So I'll do that again. So my napkin, easy. It's just like this. You just sort of fold it, wrap it around itself. Done. Place it on the edge of the table so it's sort of hanging over, and then your plate charger will go on top again. We'll do the last one there, and then we'll make the batch. Okay. So with the bats, they're really easy and really cute. So what you want to do is just have your napkin as so, and I'm going to fold it into a triangle like this. Then I'm going to fold it into another triangle. So we're in a small triangle now. So what I'm going to do is fold the point down to just go slightly over the bottom there. So it looks like this. And then I just want to fold the two sides. So this side, I'm just going to fold like this. And then the other side, just like that. And there is your bat. Really easy. And I just place it in the middle of my table there, of the plate, sorry. So again, napkin, going to fold into a triangle, and then another triangle, and then with the tip of the napkin, I'm going to pull it over, and then just wing the sides to your bat. Literally takes 10 seconds, and it's just something that looks really good on your table. Probably the easiest thing you could do for decorational purposes. So at the moment, I've pretty much got all my table set up. Now I'm going to put the spider webs on, and we'll see how we go. Kind of play around with the spider webs as well. I'm sure most of you have used these over some period of time. You get them, you pull them out, you stretch them. They stick to your hands. They're a bit annoying, but you know, they do look really good. You can use them as full or as minimal as you like. So, you know, you do get a lot of spider webs with the packet, and I think they're only a couple dollars each. They're really, really cheap, and they look really cool. You can, you know, also set these up all around your house, you know, around your coffee tables, outside, on your trees, all that type of thing. So just keep stretching it. You can pull it off. So what I was thinking would look best is to sort of have that and stretch it, and it does look really cool then on the trees. And then you kind of just drape it around everything else, make it holy so you can see bits and pieces. You can sort of stick it underneath. So I've stuck it underneath my skull, which my skull weighs nothing, but it still holds it into place nicely. You could break it off. That might be enough sort of for this side, and then I can just play with it as well. And then I might do the same on the other side. And yeah, the tree I just really like because it holds that web really well. But like I was saying, you can just use anything from your house that you think will add that height. You just might need to take it down when guests come for dinner, because it is just a little bit hard to see them. But you know, if you just want to have the setup for all day and night until people come around, it does look really cool. It's a great thing, you know, for them people that keep having guests around to walk in and they're greeted with something Halloween if you're having a Halloween inspired dinner this weekend. And the same again, I obviously won't put it on my or around my dinner plates because I don't want to get in my food as well. So just stretch it. I'm going to wrap it around things. Might twist it around here. And that's looking pretty good. You don't want to make your table crazy full, but I think that's, you know, quite full enough to make an impact for And then the cups, so I'm just placing my cups. You can obviously buy wine glasses, other cups in black. You can buy black cutlery if you really wanted to go all out. You can mix up the colors however you want. I just thought it's quite nice to do the traditional black and orange. Napkins, again, you generally buy the white and black in any color, at any shop. Sorry, the orange and the other colors are a little bit harder to buy, but you could buy the paper ones as well, and you could have a go at trying to do the bat out of that. It might just be a little bit harder to fold. So that is my table. Now what I'm going to do is to show you a close-up, and we're all done. This is the bat on the table. Your place setting. You can see the skulls a bit closer up, and the detail of the runner with the gold trim in the vases there, the trees, my skulls and pumpkins, and just the candles, and that will look really nice flickering at nighttime. You can add a bunch more candles if you felt the need. So that's it. Thank you for joining today on how to make a table setting for Halloween. Thanks. Bye.